My ex-husband is a drug addict. He beat me, he tried to kill me, but I cannot provide if I leave that relationship. But at last, when NGOs helping me to get out from the situations, then I was like, I accept. I have 5 kids. I will try my best to not get them starved. We get a lot of bantuan kebajikan, blah blah, but I never get anything. Zero.
Sebenarnya bukan mudah untuk dapat subsidi, walaupun orang kata mudah. Sebab kadang tidak semua orang faham menggunakan internet. Sekarang semua apa, data, semua kan?
The first hurdle that we haven't addressed is that most of the housewife does not own a bank account. Most of the government aids you have to apply, then they will channel it through the bank account, but most of the aid does not arrive to the single mothers.
Women who call in, they would have tried everything. They would have called the family first, then call your friends. And if all fails, you call an NGO for help.
Statistics show that as many as 25% of divorces are due to domestic violence.
We need to help them rebuild their life again and to assimilate that into society. Economic empowerment is important. And of course, that goes hand in hand with emotional resilience. Without one or the other, she might make a U-turn and go back to the abusive state.
Under the law, divorced women are entitled to spousal support for themselves and their children. But even if the courts grant it, it doesn't guarantee payment.
They of course need to file for divorce first, because the court will only award these types of rights after the divorce has been finalized. But the problems that these women are facing is that the husband are uncooperative in regards to the case that the wife have been filed. So for example, even the divorce case could take up to 5 to 7 years. And so the husband no longer felt the need to pay for maintenance for the wife as well as the children.
Telenisa offer free legal advice regarding Islamic family law.
One of the main concerns is that the wife already get the orders from the court, so the father failed and refused to follow the court orders because they felt like there's no repercussion on their side. Even in the newspaper reported for the father being imprisoned for not paying the maintenance is only like 1 time or 2 times in the past 5-7 years.
Recent estimates show that a single-parent family with 2 kids living in Kuala Lumpur need at least 5,650 ringgit a month to survive. Vijaya works as an e-hailing driver, but she's struggling.
This is rental car means I have to pay 380 per week, no matter what. I work, I no work, anything. I have asthma. So last 1 month like that, I cannot go work properly. I cannot drive, no money. So I stuck there. So I cannot do much to my family. We are not eating like 2-3 times. I tell you, they eat only 1 time. I will try my best to not get them starved.
A lot of people think that it's really simple for these women to okay, let's sell nasi lemak from the house. But you know what? Most of the nasi lemak sellers that you see on the road, they actually have a support system, like a mother at home or a husband to look after the kids while I spend hours in the kitchen cooking the nasi lemak to be sold.
Single mother Sheila struggled after her divorce, but support from her village helped her get back on her feet.
Sewaktu saya mula-mula menjadi ibu tunggal, saya sebatang kara. Sebenarnya banyak saya mohon mana-mana tak terima. Sangat-sangat teruk masa tu, okay? Sebab kita tak pernah bekerja. Pertama saya kerja jadi housekeeper. Malam saya sambung kedai makan sebab saya rasa keletihan saya over tapi pendapatan tidak setimpal. Jadi saya nekat untuk berhijrah ke Kuala Lumpur. So anak masa tu 2 tahun saya tinggal di kampung, tapi setiap bulan saya akan balik sebab saya tak mampu untuk berjauhan dengan anak. 1 sen tak pernah dapat nafkah daripada bekas suami. Saya tidur hanya 2 jam saja untuk menjadikan kehidupan saya berubah daripada yang susah kepada yang boleh tersenyum.
Sheila has since set up an NGO to support other single mothers.
Kami di NGO Witus, kami ada buat bakery, masakan, jahitan, craft. Kita tak memberikan wang ringgit sebab kita pun tak ada. Tapi kami memberikan peluang menjana pendapatan daripada segi kemahiran. Kami telah melahirkan lebih daripada 500 single mom ataupun asnaf yang mana mereka telah menjana pendapatan sendiri.
The government also offers financial assistance to single mothers for their welfare, healthcare, and business. Sheila was able to access this support, but she knows how hard it can be for others.
Pihak Baitul Mal, Mawib, membantu saya daripada segi bantuan perniagaan. Saya tak malu saya kata saya ni daripada pembazian kursi mana. Di BKS sponsor, tak perlu bayar apa-apa, best. Saya praktikkan benda tu untuk menjana pendapatan saya. Sebenarnya bukan mudah untuk dapat subsidi, walaupun orang kata mudah. Sebab kadang tidak semua orang faham menggunakan internet. Sekarang semua apa, data, semua kan. Sepengetahuan saya, dalam 40% dapat subsidi, sedangkan mereka yang lain tu mereka lebih layak. Ramai yang sekarang tak dapat.
The government always look at the monthly earnings that you earn as a whole family. They don't look at it as individual. So if your husband if the family is earning 10K a month, so they consider yes, it's a middle class family. But oftentimes when the woman want to file for divorce, the woman doesn't earn anything. It's not always about income. So we have to look at the situations, the person or the individual cases that comes when they needed help. The hurdle that we haven't addressed is that most of the housewife does not own a bank account. Most of the government aids you have to apply, then they will channel it through the bank account, but most of the aid it does not arrive to the single mothers.
For Vijaya, her eldest daughter sees no choice but to help.
My daughter see how I struggle. She's 19. Actually, she's supposed to continue her studies. Then she said, no, I don't want to go study. I have work and I help you. So maybe she can understand what's going on, how struggle we are, in what status we are. She always told me we have to change our status in society. As a mother, I always want to think our kids' future. If we know the kids' future is gone because of ourselves, it's pain.
Children who don't have proper childcare. Unfortunately, the eldest is going to be the one who's going to take on that role. And I really wish that communities or maybe the government could actually help by setting up childcare centers, even if it was half day, after school, somewhere near the school so that they can just commute by walking, doesn't cost them much money.
Ultimately, we felt that it is necessary to make sure that single mothers and the children are well taken care of, and we want to ensure the poverty cycle does not continue throughout generations.